We're going to move on to our phone lines. I believe we have our guest in studio, do we? It is Jerry. Are you on the line, Jerry O'Mullane?
I am, Padraic. Hiya, how are you?
Good to hear you. Good to hear you.
You too.
Yeah. Listen, Jerry, we got you on the show. You got a movie coming out on April 16th, I believe, isn't it? And it is called The BOND DELUSION.
Yeah. So basically, it's a Cork-made feature-length James Bond movie that actually premiered in a bar called Clancy's in Cork on February 23rd. And it's an unusual story because I wrote the movie, directed it, took the lead role in the movie, and did the soundtrack, the editing, every part of it really. It took 2 years to edit. It was done on no budget whatsoever. It has all Cork actors in it. And it even has its own original Bond tune as well called No Hero, done by a guy called Jason Driscoll, professionally done. So it's a total complete piss-take farce on the James Bond genre, and done in an extremely Cork style as well.
Brilliant. We were just talking about Bond spoof movies beforehand. I mean, there was one from the 60s, 67, Casino Royale, with Peter Sellers and Woody Allen and Orson Welles and everything. So your one is done, Cork Delusion, it's done as regards Cork humour and Cork characters. So fill me in on the general, you don't have to give the whole story away, but fill me in on the general storyline.
I will, of course, Patrick. So it's Bond Delusion. And basically what it is there's a guy called Paddy O'Sullivan. And at the start of it, it appears that Paddy has had some sort of mental breakdown. He's dressed up in a tuxedo. He's got a funny kind of James Bond accent, because I decided to do a kind of a Connery-esque accent.
Oh, brilliant.
You know, so it's a crappy Scottish accent, but you can't say it's crap because it's in context, because it's meant to be crap. So basically, what it is then is his daughter and his wife are beside themselves because he's after kind of escaping from kind of psychiatric hospital. So he's gone on the run. But the thing is, he's hearing voices as well. So he has 3 toys with him. He has a proboscis monkey and he has 2 rabbits, and he's hallucinating. So he thinks audibly he's hearing the voice of one of them is Q, one of them is M, and he thinks one of them is a guy called Sanchez, who's a Spanish agent, because I speak fluent Spanish. So I do the voices. So you've got parts in the movie, you've got 4-way conversations, and it's me basically playing everybody, including myself. And the twist in the movie is, and then I won't say anymore, I won't give any more away, is, okay, it looks like this guy is mad, but then a whole load of international terrorists come after him. So it's like, what in God's name is going on? And that's the premise, like, you know, it's that classic kind of guy thinks he is somebody, and then there's a mistaken identity, and then a whole load of real guys come after him. And but I mean, just to put this in context again, this is absolutely zero budget. Like, I was just basically an actor. I did go to a small local college called Kinsale College in Cork for 2 years. So I did have some bit of a filmmaking training, and I had been making shorts, but I'd never done anything on this scale. And previous to the film, I actually invested about 25,000 euros of my own money to buy different equipment. And the cinema camera alone was $5,000. So I had to literally learn everything as I was doing this. So you know, everything had to be figured out on the fly, and so there was enormous amounts of stress but joy as well. And you know, the amazing thing is the edit as well was incredibly challenging, but it actually got done. And so, I mean, as you're watching the film, it's hilarious. You can literally see minute by minute the production value go up as everything was literally learnt in real time, you know?
In real time, literally, yeah. No, I mean, no, you did it on the fly, and it's brilliant. I mean, the probably the sense of achievement at the end of it is absolutely phenomenal. But it's a great idea. This guy, it's kind of like nearly like a schizophrenic character who then becomes the real character, if you know what I mean. This
is it. I mean, it's a comedy trope to that degree, you know. Like, I mean, there's the kind of thing where there's no such thing as an original idea. It's always some original spin. So of course you know, it's that classic comedy thing of the mistaken identity guy, but then people taken for the real thing. So in that sense, it's a familiar comedy trope, but definitely probably Bond going around kind of you know, with the 3 toys and hearing voices is the original spin on it. But it still plays off that idea, which we always find inherently funny, of some guy thinks he is something, and then suddenly, you know, a whole load of people are like, come after him. So it's that kind of premise, you know?
Yeah. And when did you, like, you wrote the script? I mean, when you write a script like that, like, do you just suddenly say this is really good? Is there a feeling like this is really good, like, or you don't know until you actually start filming it? No.
Well, the thing was, you see, I was kind of blocked. As I said, like I was acting for years, and I had a dream to kind of make a film company. And when I got the money, I kind of said to myself, I'm going to sink a load of money here now, because there's no way I'm going to spend 25 grand and fail. It was that kind of put your back to the wall, like, because I'm nearly 49 years of age, like, so I was like, you're going to do this thing now. And then, like, I sat there for 6 months going, oh my God, what have you done? Like, you wasted a fortune, like, but eventually, I couldn't come up with anything. I just said, okay, write a 4-page. I was reading about scripts, like, write a 4-page thing, one scene. And literally, that scene was Bond in the bedroom with the toys. And after that scene, I said, okay, like, I mean, that took days, like, write another scene. And then it just, I mean, I can't say it was easy, it was extremely hard. I just started piecing the script together. And I didn't do it in a very kind of like, I read a load of books way. I just kind of plowed into it. And next thing, you've got 100 odd pages or whatever. And then literally we went up, we started filming it. And, you're making changes all the time as you go along. You're adapting. So it definitely wasn't done in the kind of scientific script. But most things at the amateur level aren't anyway. It's all trial and error, like.
Yeah. And that's the fantastic thing about it is, as you say, you're learning in real time. I mean, it's the only way to learn, like, And so this, okay, let's. When is this? It's going to come out on April 16th, and it's a cinema release.
It is. So, as I said, we got Clancy's first, which was great. Clancy's Bar gave us a venue on February 23rd, and then we had articles in the Echo and Cork Independent. And we started getting a bit of momentum behind us. And I have an amazing sister, Valerie Russell, who is helping me to do the PR on this movie. And she actually did PR on a movie called Nadir in the around the year 2000. That had a budget of about £50,000, so she had a lot of experience. So she came in and she was able to convince, she got into the Regal Cinema and Killian there and Beth, she was able to get that cinema for us to use at no cost. They'll be charging €5 on the door, but they were willing to kind of take a chance on us. I think based on, the strength of the bit of PR we were able to send into him, and Val just basically charming the pants off him. So, as I said, we're premiering down there at 6 p.m. and it's a lovely little luxury cinema. I mean, it's gorgeous. It has a kind of restaurant part in the bar to it. It's small, but it's really, really beautiful. And it'll be, the Easter weekend as well. So, like, we're beyond ourselves excited because at the end of the day, it's very unusual to do something this way and take it this far. And also, I suppose, what I'm trying to kind of show people here, despite what age you are, despite what experience you have, there's no perfect time to do anything. And filmmaking, more than anything, and I can tell you this from experience, is the thing that you have to be the most consciously incompetent at for the longest. In other words, like, you were going to make a mess. You were going to make loads of mistakes. With filmmaking, you can just forget about the idea that you're going to know how to light something or do sound or anything. You're just going to have to go out and make one big, enormous mess and keep making it, and slowly but surely things will come together. I can't think of any other endeavour, actually, where you'll be as incompetent as long as filmmaking, and you can read all your books and watch all your YouTube videos, but until you go out there and make a big, huge mess and then try to edit it, you won't get it right.
Yeah, that's very interesting you say that, because Orson Welles made his masterpiece, Citizen Kane, at 25 years of age.
No pressure, so like.
Yeah, no pressure. But he said it was called The Confidence of Ignorance. He didn't know the rules, so he didn't even know he was breaking them. So I mean, having that kind of freedom, or the confidence of ignorance, you can do great stuff.
But this is it. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, in a way, ignorance is bliss. Like, a certain type of ignorance is anyway.
Yeah. Not complete ignorance, obviously, yeah.
No, but I mean, like I say, you can have your feet on the ground, but it's like, don't let people tell you, what you can do and what you can't do. Just to let people know as well, I've launched my website as well. So I have a website, which is jerryo'malanproductions.com, because in the last 2 years, really, even during the pandemic, I filmed a load of stuff. I mean, I did another crazy series written by a fella called Dennis Kiley, who starred in as well, called Virus Hunter, Only One Man Can Stop COVID-19. So basically, I did 2 episodes of this show about a guy, and there's no dialogue, it's just all music. It's almost like a kind of silent movie style, except it has music. But basically, it's a guy driving around in a car thinking that he's stopping COVID-19. It's like, I have tons of these ideas, I have teamed up with, for example, I teamed up with martial arts guys. Like, I do a bit of MMA myself. You can see on my website examples of stuff where I teamed up with, discussing doing kind of martial arts shorts with people. There's an interview in Spanish where I talked to another Spanish martial artist about ideas about doing kind of B movies. So, I'm a musician as well, so like I don't limit myself in any way, shape or form, and I don't think anybody should. And I think nowadays, the whole thing is equanimous, because like the cost of everything has gone down to nothing. The commodity nowadays is not the money. You can go out, like I did Virus Hunter on my mobile phone and it looks amazing. I mean, and like I did it on a €400 iPhone. So the commodity are your skills, like, and your determination, and you can circumnavigate every kind of mainstream way. I mean, I've proven that already.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And people can catch you on YouTube and other platforms?
Yeah. So Jerry O'Mullane Productions on Facebook, that's my that page. Jerry O'Mullane Productions on YouTube. Jerry O'Mullane Productions on Instagram. My website is jerryomullaneproductions.com, and my business email is jerry@jerryomullaneproductions.com.
Well, Jerry, listen, we wish you the best of luck at April 16th and hope you get a full house in the Regal Cinema. I've judged my own experience. We were involved in a film, three of us. It was a movie, 5 Cents and the Boys. But we had one night in the Sugar Club, I remember, and it was a full house. And it was, I remember we got a standing ovation at the end, and it was the most phenomenal night of my life. Even though we never went any further with it, but it's a memory I'll never forget. So I certainly hope you have the same memory, which I'm sure you will. This sounds really good.
Oh, definitely. And just to say on a final note, if people go to my Facebook page, there's also a competition that Cry FM Radio and y'all are running. There are 5 pairs of tickets that are being given away. So anybody who's in the y'all area, all you have to do is just like and share the post. It's on my page, and it's on Cry FM's Facebook page as well. And they're pulling out the draw actually later today. So if people then are down y'all way, wanted to do something different on Easter weekend, there are 10 tickets up for grabs. And I just say to anybody that wants to support not just Cork talent, but local talent anywhere, do check it out, because we're really blazing a path here for other people and helping out on the lower end of the industry.
Great, Jerry. Listen, you're a fantastic example to everyone. And listen, if anyone's down your way, it's a nice part of the country, I'm telling you. Anyone down your way this
Certainly,
Easter?
Padraic, you're absolutely right. Yeah, they should definitely check it out.
Check it out. April 16th. Okay, Jerry. The Bond Delusion, April 16th in Youghal for everyone. And listen, it's a pleasure having you on the show. And look forward to having you back with more movies.
Definitely. That would be great, Padraic. And as I say, if people go to the website, jerryomullaneproductions.com, there's a load more to come. This is only the calling card and only the start, but I'll be looking for funding next. And I'm also looking for like-minded people. So if you're up there in Dublin, you want to link in with me in the film stuff, get onto my page and give me an email.
Great, Jerry. Okay, take care.
Cheers. Thanks so much, Padraic.
All right. Okay, excellent. That was Jerry O'Mullane. Listen, lovely guy. Good to hear a Cork accent on the show. It's a lyrically a beautiful language or accent. So listen, we're going to put on some music, Brian, I think, are we?